great and ready to take on today. Where did the weekend go? Oh my goodness. I feel like I was just here. We were super busy. Love it, love it, love it. It was all things family weekend. It really was. Only didn't get to see 2 granddaughters, but everybody else we got to see and enjoy. I had to give up some things, but that's okay. You have to schedule and try to figure it all out. And that sometimes it just gets a little hard, but I am thankful. So how was your weekend? Ours was like amazing. Like I said, our son came in town, so that was very nice. And then our grandson graduated from college, FSU. Woohoo! He has business degree with finance and minor and something else. And then we partied yesterday at my daughter's house, and that was so nice and so weird to have a grandson. I have a grandson that's a police officer, sheriff deputy, and then I have a grandson now that has graduated from college. I can't say I'm 29 anymore. And I wouldn't want to be 29 anymore. I love the age that I am. It's the best time ever. Be able to say yes when I want to say yes, no when I want to say no, and just live in life. So I'm very, very thankful for the life that God has given me. And Tim and I went on a great date night the other night. And last night we were eating cannoli cake that we got. I'm not sure. It was supposed to be vanilla. Tim thinks it tasted kind of coconutty. I'm not sure. And then we had a cannoli, which I don't think I ever had one of those. But oh my goodness, we had so much food when we left there. I mean, we ate and ate and ate and ate. And then we had all this food, but it was a wonderful date night. You need to date your mate. Very important to not stop dating. Tim and I have been married over 30 years, and that is something that we do, is we still date each other every week. And I literally, get dressed, brush my hair, put some perfume on, because I think it's very important. Why do we do those things when we're going to our job or to church or whatever? But when my husband and me are going out, why do we not take the time? I do every single time, no matter what, if we're going to the grocery store or what we're doing. It doesn't take that long, ladies or gentlemen, to go ahead and freshen up and, go on a date. The little things in life, I will look back and go, I'm so thankful. Tim started going to the grocery store with me probably, like a year ago. And at first I was like, he's crowding my space. I mean, really? That's something I do. Now I look forward to going to the grocery store with him. He does his things, I do my things, and we rendezvous, and then he weighs himself. Why do all men in Publix weigh themselves? It's so funny to watch. All the men weigh themselves. The women, we just walk right by it. It cracks me up to watch them all. But the little things in life that, we just think are driving us bonkers, or it's just part of our day or whatever, those are making memories and those are moments. And like when we sat in the room with Colin yesterday and, got to tell him how proud we were of him and give him his gift. It was such a moment. It was so special. And I said to him, next you'll be doing something for your nanny and pop when you're, got that big job with a big success. And he just smiled at me like this gentle giant. And I just loved it. And so I'm very thankful. Like I said, we didn't get to see 2 of the granddaughters, but I'm very thankful for family members and everybody we got to see, and yummy food and fellowship. And Yvonne and Keith are safely back, and so and they actually live here now, which is so weird. And so God is just, the desires of your heart, he will answer. And it's his timing, not your timing. I know friends of ours got married this weekend. Congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Kidd. I did not get to go, but I was there in items. People go, what do you mean you were there in items? My daughter has a vet business, and so I was able to help with some items. We could not make it because of other family obligations, but congratulations to the Mr. and Mrs. and congratulations to everybody that graduated this weekend. And school is starting up. Can you believe it? The summer is done. I didn't even get to go on a staycation or vacation. Summer is up. Volusia County schools will be starting next Monday. So, this is kind of like the trial week. This is a week that you practice going to bed early, practice. I like getting my clothes out the night before. Even though I'm a grown-up adult, I still get my clothes out the night before just because it's easier. I go to bed with everything done so that when I wake up, Tim's lunch stuff is already ready, so that way I'm not stressed in the morning and, just dealing with all that. I like to have it prepared. So school's starting. You might as well practice this week. This month in the Florida, we have tax-free for hurricane items and school supplies items, so that is great. I know that this weekend was the last weekend of a lot of people doing the school drives and all that. I know for a fact that the Spread and Adorna Foundation did the big thing on Saturday. Well, it's actually Josh's event, but they hold it at the Spread, and what a success that was. I know Calvary Christian Center had a wonderful 3-day back-to-school thing. Now, the Holly Hill Police Department is still collecting supplies through Wednesday that they will be giving back in our area and to our teachers. So all kinds of things are happening. I know that WAPN was able to help several organizations, and I'm thankful that we are able to be part of the community in any small way that we can be part of the community. Next week is Best of Best. I love going to that. That's pretty exciting. And then also Volusia County Women That Care. It's our quarterly meeting. If you've never heard about it, never thought about it, I would love to invite you to be part of Volusia County Women That Care, an organization here in town that helps nonprofits. And it is just an exciting thing going on right now. So if you would like to get more information, you can scroll down on Facebook. There's more information about it, and I would love to meet you at our meeting next Thursday night and see what it's all about. Did you hear that amazing news about Forrest Frank? I know God is so good. He Christian music for the youth or young adults is like taking over the airwaves, and I am thankful. That's our generation that's going to be coming. And I just love it. I love the different music. Lemons out of lemonade. And it's just amazing. Just unbelievable artists are out there. The youth is on fire right now. Well, he broke his back 2 weeks ago, made this song while he was in bed with the help of a couple other people doing some parts. There's already a dance about it. 5,000 people were praying at this service about him, and he's healed in 2 weeks. But God. We serve a miracle-making God. And, I love it when that happens and people are bold in their faith and bold in their testimony. Are you bold, or are you just sitting there going, well, this happened, that? No, be bold. I'm telling you right now, if you have had a test and God has given you a money, so you've got a testimony, share it. Share it. Because that is the difference in somebody else's test and testimony. God allowed you to go through that, and you went through it. You might have been dragged by your ponytail. It might have taken years for the miracle. It might have happened that instant. I don't know how it happened, but you have a testimony, and you need to share it with the world. And so just excited. I just got done watching the video about it. And it's funny because he had his back brace on still. Not that he needed it, but he still had it on because we're in awe when God shows out and does something. Isn't it funny? We pray about it. We want it. We speak it. We do all the things. And then when it happens, we're still in awe and freaking out about it. And so we still kind of like hold on to that crutch in a way, and so I love that he even showed that. Because at one point during his 2 weeks, they showed him trying to even get up out of bed and the raw and real of it. And so the journey has been wow. The testimony is amazing. And I just can imagine what it's going to be like to be on his concert tour and the people's lives that are going to be changed. And I just see that every time I look at music or I'm listening to something, that the miracles of God are all around us. They happen every single day. And we can either be part of it or we can sit there and not. And I want to be part of it. I want to be part of the amazing things that are going on in the music world and the radio world and the YouTube world. Speaking of YouTube, we now have a YouTube channel. Yes, we've had one for 13 years. No, we did not use it. We've had like 3 made about us. I'm sharing the YouTube thing. Please go subscribe. Go to YouTube, click on subscribe, and join us so we can get cookied on up. I know. I just love the word cookies because I love cookies. So it is important to subscribe and get that out there more. We do have this podcast equipment in here. Shout out to Jesse. Shout out to Shane for helping us keep it going. But and so when you're on the podcast equipment, we share to Facebook and to YouTube, and it's exciting. It is something, a desire of my heart for a couple years, and so that is a reality now. Now I need to do the next step about like when we're live and doing things. So I'm learning, and I appreciate the people that are teaching me and helping me, and super excited what God is doing. WAPN is turning 40 years old next month. I know, I can say next month now. We would love to get a new board here in the studio. If you don't know about WAPN, we are a 501c3. We are a nonprofit. We stay on the air from the daily people that are having shows and their sponsors or their business that sponsors that. That's how we stay on the air. That covers our day-to-day needs. But the over and above stuff, like when we have tower problems or when the new music that you hear all the time, that is from you listeners. And then, of course, when we have a project that we're doing, and the project right now is I would love to get a new board. We've had a few people, donate, but we need a lot more. So we're doing dollars. 40 is the theme, so 40 quarters, $4, $40, 400, 40,000, 4,000, whatever. You can come by the station at 1508 State Avenue right here in Holly Hill. If I'm busy with a pastor, just throw these in through the mail drop and I will get them, and I appreciate so much fun when I get off the air and there's, money thrown in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know who you are. Or you can go over to WAPN.net and click on Give Now, say monthly, one time, blessings, whatever you want to do. And that will go towards, like I said, it goes towards the new board, tower stuff, music. We have to pay for our music. Back in the day, we would get CDs in the mail. I know, back in the day when they actually did that. Now you download everything and it's a MP3 or, an Apple thing or whatever. So you have to pay for that download, and then we pay rights to play it over the air, rights to stream it over the air. So it does cost a lot of money to put music out there, but I love music. I love going on, listening to the different songs. I get so darn excited that we have that opportunity to do that. And so WAPN's music has changed a lot over the years, and I try to play more current stuff, in the last 3-4 years. And so constantly searching for music, constantly adding music. And I really love that part of my job. That's probably one of my favorite things in my job is just taking a chill break and listening to music and seeing what's out there and stuff like that. So I hope that you like WAPN. Like I said, if you could go to YouTube and go to WAPN 91.5 FM and subscribe to us, that would be awesome. Like us on Facebook, partner with us through your finances or monthly partnership. We really appreciate it. 40 is a big accomplishment. My dad was a visionary. My mom kept it going after my dad went to be the Lord, and now I'm doing it. And so anything you can do to help WAPN, I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the ministries of WAPN, and just a very special place here, and I'm honored to be part of it. I'm honored to be part of this community. Maybe you're looking to be on WAPN. You go, well, how do I do that? Send me an email or send me a text, whatever. Email me, WAPN@WAPN.net. You want to see what's available, go to our program guide, and that's going to show you what's available. And we would love to get you going on WAPN. I've got a pastor coming in this morning for training, and, it's just exciting to see the different shows coming on and different things that are going on at WAPN. I've got a busy Monday ahead, so let's do our favor and get this day going. When you get your thought life straightened out, before long, you'll start talking right. That's when you begin to see more favor of God. God's favor is amazing. You will start seeing it everywhere you go. And, I have some names that I always call it the name of Jesus. I have a hallelujah, and I have a grace. And those are things that you just speak throughout the day, when you start speaking it into existence, it's amazing what God does. We're listening to WAPN 91.5 FM, and shout out to Jeff, who's traveling to Tallahassee this morning, and he was listening to 91.7 FM, just sent me a screenshot of that. So shout out to Jeff, and thank you for listening in and sending that to me. It is Monday, August 4th, 2025, my last day of being 62. I know. Yep, tomorrow I'll be the big 6'3", so I'm excited to turn another page, another year behind me. The weather in Holly Hills, 90 today with a low of 77. Madison, 89 with a low of 74. But we're still in that high heat index over 3 digits. So, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday, Lindsay and Angie and Kelly and everybody else celebrating a birthday, anniversary, wedding week, graduation, getting ready for school, out there school shopping. Be safe and get all those deals right now with tax-free. Today is National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. I am not a big chocolate chip cookie person. I know I'm a cookie person, but I do like them with oatmeal and walnuts. So I guess I am, but I only want it a certain way. I know, spoiled. Well, y'all have a wonderful, great day. I am praying for you as you pray for me. God bless you.